This video is made for the biggest scumbag to have ever walked the earth. This video is made for the worthless, talentless scrub. Easy, the cure sucks. I'm calling you out to show match, Simon. Let's put both of our throbbing e-penises on the line in a game to determine who's the better fantasy football owner. That's right, guys. This week, we're not going to start off with, oh, I won, I lost, herpa-derpa-derp. We're going to attend to a matter that's very close to all of our hearts, and that is me smiting down the inactive scumbag of our league. The cure sucks. I mean, this kid really thinks he's better than me? Give me a fucking break. He's 2-6, can't even set a lineup. He's easy. Simon, I'm going to tell you in depth why I'm going to beat you, okay? Look at this. Matty Ryan going up against an awful Dallas defense. What a joke. Matty Ryan advantage. Marshawn Lynch going up against your incompetence. I think Marshawn Lynch is going to win. LaShawn McCoy going up against Pierre Thomas, who shouldn't even be playing. Easy. Jeremy Maclin, Sidney Rice. Easy. Mike Wallace, he's a stud. Julio Jones is pretty good. Jones might outscore him. Who cares? Antonio Gates actually got a touchdown tonight. Easy. Eric Decker and Alshon Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey is out for the third straight week, and something tells me you're not going to change him because you're Garbo. Justin Nip Tuck and Steven Janikowski. Nip Tuck's playing Cleveland. Easy. Steelers at the Giants and the Eagles. What do you think? It's the Steelers. Easy. I'm going to smite this scumbag down with extreme ease. Guys, this is your combatex easy pick of the week. Brought to you by Wasif Khan, who I'll be meeting this weekend at MLG. combatex, stay easy, son. Now that we got that garbage out of the way, we can go back to last week and see what the hell happened. I beat Clap 4, no biggie. Cure sucks lost. 0, because he's bad. Fantasy Genius took down Weston. Thank you, Ben. Rampy managed to put up 100 against the Mighty Sea Gouch. Spencer managed to beat Cameron. Easy. And No Fried destroyed Disco. Let's move on to this week's matchups. Okay, we have the Night Owl and Clap for Bacon father-daughter matchup, and there's not much to say about this one because Lily has a lot of people on bye that she can't afford to have on bye. Tony Romo, not a very good matchup versus Atlanta. It won't matter. Cam Newton's going to have a very good performance. Advantage Cam Newton. Sean Green's on bye. Advantage Kevin. Dougie Martin has a great matchup against Oakland. He'll probably outperform Green. Brandon Marshall's a stud, and he has a great matchup. He'll outperform Reggie Wayne. Larry Fitzgerald and Malcolm Floyd. Malcolm Floyd had, I think, 10 points. Yep, 10 points. So obviously Fitz won't do that well against Green Bay's defense. Benny Watson and Witten. Witten gets the edge. Victor Cruz and Manningham. Cruz gets the edge. Shane Graham and a bye week. Shane Graham gets the edge. The Denver Broncos defense and the Packers defense. The Packers get the edge. I think Kevin is way too top heavy to lose this. I don't really see him having any chance in hell of losing because Lily only has 2 people that can put up big numbers. Advantage Kevin. Disco Hobbits and Choking a Hogo. 2 very mediocre teams, surprisingly. I think Disco's lost 4 out of his last 5, which is pretty awful. Cameron's managed to stay in it with a 4-4 record, but I mean 4-4 is just that, it's average, so this is your game of the week, to be quite honest with you. It's gonna be a close one, and whoever loses is gonna be in some deep shit. So Phil Rivers tonight had 14 points. I have a feeling RG3 is gonna do more than that against Carolina. Willis McGahee and Ray Rice. Ray Rice is a stud, enough said. Arian Foster going up against a bye week. Foster's better. Roddy White and Percy Harvin. Harvin's hurt, although he's amazing, but White gets the advantage. Johnson is hurt versus Moore. Much less star-studded there, but Lance Moore's going to get the edge. Jared Cook and Kyle Rudolph. Rudolph has the edge here just because Jared Cook's not particularly good. Daniel Thomas, or no, that's Demarius Thomas. I always say that. And Miles Austin, I'm going to give Demarius the edge here after watching Romo throw 4 picks last week. Matt Prater and Mason Crosby. It's really cute that this is a matchup. Don't ask me why. Crosby gets the edge. If you bought into Arizona, you're an idiot. The Giants D and the Jets D. The Jets D's awful either way. And, well, Giants D. They're decent. I mean, come on. But, the Jets D's on bye. It won't matter. It's kind of cute how Disco benched the Chargers defense even though they were playing awful San Diego. Or, excuse me, playing awful Kansas City. And he got him 25 points on his bench. That's why you should always check your team on Thursday. Cam gets the edge here. As long as he isn't a moron and puts in Fred Jackson, I really don't see him losing this game. Spencer and Mark. It has Spencer projected. Spencer's going to get blown out, but wrong button. Derp. Peyton Manning. Oh, I need to show y'all a trade. Herp. Here it is. Yeah. Basically, Rampy sends Rampy sends Peyton Manning and DeMarco Murray for Martellus Bennett, Matt Stafford, and the Little Lightning Bug. Pretty notable trade, actually. What do I have to say about that? You're probably thinking Spencer gets a downgrade at running back and loses a tight end he didn't need and gets a slight upgrade at quarterback. Speaking of said quarterback, Peyton Manning, pretty good, way better than Fitzpatrick, especially when Fitzpatrick is playing Houston, advantage Manning. Adrian Peterson's pretty freaking good. CJ Spiller's also pretty good, but like I said, playing Houston, advantage Peterson. Ryan Matthews locked Spencer in with 7 points this week. Ryan Matthews, the same guy that was projected over 200 points this preseason. That's why if you draft solely based on projections, you're an idiot. Vincent Jackson, Marcus Colston. I do think Colston is the better receiver, although Jackson has the better matchup. I will give Jackson the matchup advantage here. Torrey Smith has a great matchup. Mike Williams does too, but guess what? I think Smith is better. Advantage Smith. Allen, the tight end for Indy. I mean, that's all you need to know. Heath Miller, I mean, he's better. Spencer rolled Peyton Hillis this weekend and bit him in the ass. 2 points. I'm sure Jordy Nelson will get that. And even if he doesn't, it'll probably be because he's hurt. And in that case, No Fried will probably put in Heartline, which will probably actually result in Hillis getting more points. I'm so glad I didn't trade away James Jones for Heartline, which that trade was actually out for a week. Which that was had No Fried accepted that, he would have gotten 2 touchdown performance James Jones for 2 weeks, and I would have been screwed. Sometimes you got to pull the trigger and sell high. Jason Hanson's a top tier kicker. Matt Bryant's pretty good though. I'm giving the edge to Hanson because he's playing Jacksonville. The Bears defense leads the league in takeaways. Herp. That's all you need to know. Advantage. Guess what, guys? Spencer's going to win it. I don't care if he's projected to lose by 25. Here we have the Sea Gouch, an all-American talent lineman in real life. Cellar-dwelling chump diggity in fantasy football. Benny Boy is rolling Andrew Luck against Miami. Miami's defense is actually not awful, but they're not great either. Doesn't matter. Drew Brees is a god. Drew Brees gets the advantage. Kevin Smith is awful. Darren McFadden isn't. Advantage McFadden. Alfred Morris had a bad week last week. Trent Richardson had a bad week last week. I do think Morris has a better matchup with Carolina's weak run defense. Advantage Morris. Anquan Bolden has a great matchup this week. Steve Smith is probably a better receiver, though, so I'm giving the edge to Bolden because of his matchup. Dwayne Bowe locked in a disappointing 6 points with a fumble and 80 yards. Dez Bryant didn't practice, however, and Sea Gouch's bench looks pretty bad, so I think Dwayne Bowe will outperform whoever Sea Gouch gets in there. Tony Gonzalez, great pick by Ben. Not exactly like fantasy genius out there, smarts-wise, but great pickup. And all I mean by that is it's not some amazing dark horse like you would expect from Ben, but it is a great pickup. Advantage Gonzalez. Titus Young and Michael LaShore, both injured. Young had a huge week last week, and I think he will have a decent week against Jacksonville. Advantage Titus. Dan Bailey's a top-tier kicker. Lawrence Tynes isn't that great. Advantage Bailey. 49ers defense, Cardinals defense. I can only assume Seagouch is not going to pick up someone amazing, so Ben gets the advantage here. Advantage Benny Boy, fantasy genius looking to finally get a winning record. And then we have Weston and Rampy, two extremely close projected teams, meaning it will probably be a blowout. Eli Pussywillow going up against Matty Stafford. Pussywillow gets the edge. I don't care who Matty Stafford plays. He's just not what he once was. And what I mean by that is last year. Weston's locked in at 6 here with his top running back, which is pretty awful. Matt Forte's playing Tennessee, which is even more awful for Weston. Forte gets the advantage. Law Firm and Stevens Howling, they're both pretty bad. Law Firm's fallen off quite a bit, but he will get the edge because of Stevens Howling's awful matchup. Megatron, incredibly overdrafted. No, that's all I have to say about that, especially with the D&P by his name. Even though like Rampy's receivers are like god awful. I mean, Brandon Stokely, he was good 6 years ago when he played in the slot in Indy, but he's not that great now. So I'm going to have to give him the advantage because Weston's currently starting someone that doesn't play, but I'm assuming Weston will fix that. Antonio Brown going up against Commissioner Gordon. This isn't Batman, so Brown gets the edge. Jimmy Graham is a touchdown magnet. I know his name's not Michael. Bennett, that used to play for the Cowboys, Martellus, whatever, black people in the ridiculous names, is going to be edged out by Jimmy Graham here, who's a complete stud. Randall Cobb and the Little Lightning Bug. If the Little Lightning Bug plays, he will outperform Cobb, and it won't be close, but the D&P by his name leads me to believe that Cobb will do better this week. Unfortunately for Rampy, David Akers is on bye, meaning Aaron virtually has no chance. Billy Walsh gets the edge here. Texans defense is top tier, although the Ravens are playing Cleveland. But the Texans also have a good matchup, so I'll give them the edge. And if you look at Rampy's bench here, he's carrying 2 tight ends and an extra defense, and none of which are on bye, leading you to believe that Aaron has no idea what the hell he's doing. Unfortunately for Weston gets the edge here. And we've already gone over my game. It was the easy pick of the week. I opened up the video with a combatex parody. And the cure sucks. Check your team. Don't be an embarrassment. TWIF Week 9 preview. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I can't wait to go to MLG tomorrow. And hopefully the upload doesn't fail. Enjoy this week's games, guys. See you later.